I've said before, I love Moon's games. They're oftentimes so entertaining. I know that he really likes Talons as well. And this matchup can be very, very entertaining. Because unless there's a lot of Europeans involved, and oftentimes it would only be Bear Mirror. But I'm gonna bet right here, Neo, that this is not gonna be a Bear Mirror game on TM.
Okay. $5 or what?
Alright, I would be cheating you because I've already seen the altar for check.
Ah,
and
okay.
You're gonna like what you see.
I see Moon with a... Oh! Moon with the... check with a Potom. Moon with the Demon Hunter. That's gonna be good.
Alright, so obviously Bears out of the question. It's gonna be Mass Huntresses into what though, is the question. AP push, Ancient of War push, expansion with Dryads, maybe even Talons thrown into the mix as well. Oh my god, look at this. His Potom was blocked in the main because the rally point was wrong. He has to cancel the Ancient of War and remake it. Ugh. Not a good start for a check, but he does have the lumber to spare, so it's not like when you go for the Ancient of War creep first, where if you have to cancel, can make it again. Not so disastrous, but maybe check, I don't know.
Yeah, you want to arrest
warm up first or something, but that's not supposed to happen, obviously.
It's Searing Arrows first, so you want to arrest, you want to last hit with the Potom being blocked there. That's of course everything a little late, but if you can kill the Ancient of War, that will definitely make up for it. And since this orb damage is pure damage, this is a lot of damage, but he ate a tree, now he's fortified armor, so this Ancient of War stays alive. And the Shadow Priest that Check got survives with 4 HP, but now denies into the creeps.
Demon Hunter here, the Slippers here are gonna be very welcome. The greater mana, most likely gonna get sold. Was he able to steal anything on the Potom? No experience for her so far. Gonna go on the Wisp hunt here, but good saves by Moon for the time being. And yeah, as long as the Potom does have mana, the Searing Arrows is good, but soon she's gonna be out because of course the Demon Hunter is gonna start burning. So we can see it here.
Searing Arrows,
I guess he kept the creep from happening, but he didn't get too much for himself.
Yep, that's true. Searing Arrow, by the way, the strongest orb in terms of damage. It's plus 10 damage on level 1. That is quite a bit, but against the Demon Hunter, you don't have that much mana. It's just, how much is it? 10? 8 mana for a shot. But you use it quite frequently, so kind of hard to do. Demon Hunter level 2 already. Mana Potion, of course, not really important. Second Ancient of War up. So it is Mass Huntress on Check's side. Do you, by the way, remember the WC3L finals that we casted at Graf Zahl's house where Check and Moon played on TM with Mass Glaive Throwers, Zeppelin drops?
Yeah, where he shot into the back, where he killed the trees and stuff?
Exactly. One of the coolest Night of Mirrors ever.
That was so crazy. Way back when. We've been casting for a long time, but these guys have been playing for much longer of a time even.
First Korean televised Warcraft tournament, Czech was there. In 2003, I think. So 14 years of pro Warcraft, with a little hiatus when he ventured into StarCraft 2. Moon, of course, we all know what a legend he is. His Huntress Hall is coming up. It's in time for the tier 2 tech. And the clock is ticking for Czech. He didn't do anything. 0 experience at the moment. A few hunches. But is he going for tier 2? No, he's not.
And if you only say on mass hunts, like Dryads are a wonderful counter. They are so good. Oh, trying for the surround here. Doesn't quite get it. Demon Hunter trying to harass this creep camp, but with only him here. Oh, wait a minute. With the Potom being so low now, she's in trouble. And he's doing a good job here, delaying this. And of course, double Mercamp, or at least one Mercamp support, is very important with the mass hunt strategy. And he can't finish it.
So again, no level 2, no True Shot Aura, and the Hunters are not that great without the True Shot Aura. And yeah, where can he go from now? I think expansion, maybe, but then a lot of Dryads will come up. And he's losing the second Engine of War now, so he can't really mass against the creeps, or is it gonna work? Oh, it's so close!
Oh no! Oh, you really can't lose that Engine of War, man! You're playing mass hunts! Oh no. Oh, that's really bad.
Very, very unfortunate for Czech. He's down to 5 hunts now. The item, big invul, and a little bit of more mana for Searing Arrows. He does have level 2, so True Shot Aura is real. There is another Engine of War coming at the laboratory, so you can creep with that and produce more. But currently he's at 35 food. Moon already at, what is it? I can't see it from here. Oh, glaive throwers! Nice! It is glaive throwers. He's not going dryads.
Oh, and I love that he's creeping the lab here. It's going to open up the Zeppelin play for the glaive throwers as well. And of course, Hans can shoot up in the air. But Jack is expecting this move. And oh man, this creep Jack is painful. Will Moon have to TP out of this? Yes, he will. Zeppelin's not ready yet since it's still nighttime. And he's going to lose one. Could have been worse though, but the TP is gone.
Could it be a bottom second with the glaive throwers? Not yet,
I mean,
though.
it's Moon. It could be anything.
Vorpal Blade upgrade has been cancelled, though. Oh no, it's finished. So Vorpal Blades are there. Little bit of area of effect, so to speak. So it's double Engine of War against double Engine of War. Did I say lore? I mean war. And a Shredder on check side, close to level 3. And the bottom is getting a lot stronger.
And he's gonna steal the Zeppelin here. That is so important. Moon wants to get it with the Wisp, but that's never gonna happen.
Do you see how mighty the True Shot arrow is, man?
Dude, it's the most powerful right-click spell. Right-click orb.
That is true. Now we have the Zeppelin and a bottom level 3. So True Shot Aura level 2. The Huntress just became a lot stronger. And this shop will not come up, most likely. Moon is there to defend.
Oh my god.
+4.
The Waffle Blades, though, dealing serious damage from the glaives in the back. But also, glaive throwers, so squishy. You have to be so careful with how you move them. And now, dropping next to them. And 2 are dead immediately. Can he finish the game here, though?
Nice Zeppelin micro buy check so far. He's following the glaives. Also with the Shredder, so that leaves the bottom alone to a degree. Demon Hunter, what can he really do against this Zeppelin? Oh, he can kill them with Wobble Blades again. Level 3 on the Demon Hunter. Now he has a Zeppelin on its own. And the Zeppelin micro games are opened.
Oh, that's really cool. By the way, good micro there seen from Moon with the glaives. He was not just targeting the hunts with a click, but he anticipated where they would walk.
Zapper.
And that way could find the kill with them. It's of course the ideal way of playing it, but it's pretty hard to do.
Oh,
shit.
There we go. Moonwell down. Moon supply stuck there. Oh no, actually not supply stuck. Just get one Moonwell.
I'm so surprised that he's not making at least one Ancient of Lore. Wouldn't Dryads here be really good?
Dryads
I mean, of course,
awesome.
Berserkers are an issue, but it's only 2.
Oh, but with a great micro like Moon has, he can just drop this, and they don't take any damage, if done perfectly. And, you know, Moon's Zeppelin micro is legendary. He was the one coming up with it.
Oh, but now the Berserkers and the bottom are really injuring the Zeppelin, but the Wisps will be here to repair. Alright, here we go. Huntress drop again onto everything. He has to load up. But is the Zeppelin healthy enough to survive? The right clicks come out. The Zeppelin is fallen. And now the glaive's totally exposed. Invul keeps the bottom healthy for 15 seconds only, though.
And he loses the Berserker, he's losing one more hunt, but Moon on the other side taking a lot of damage as well. Right clicks again with the Searing Arrow potion being used, and this has to be a TP out very soon. Oh, level 4 Searing Arrows just got better. Plus 20 damage on them. And the Huntress is following, the bottom is following the Demon Hunter. Close to level 4 as well. Mighty the Mud Golem, ladies and gentlemen, with a nice slow, but even the Searing Arrows aren't strong enough to prevent that from happening.
And now, what does Moon have left? 26 supply only. He's going for archers here, which I guess if they find themselves protected is good. But now the demon slowed again, being right-clicked. He has the potion and has to use it. Moon Juice, completely gone. And
the problem
Check here seems to be grinding him out.
The problem with archers is the Searing Arrow again. Like, Huntress do a lot of damage to them if they stand next to each other, but what's really killing them is the Searing Arrow. At the moment, no problem, because there is no mana, and I think Jack has to TP out soon, or at least fly away soon. At the moment, good mercenary support, but everything is dropping low for him. Maybe a chance for Moon to come back with another potion, using it now. Level 4 for him.
The Smut Golem is so nice. The Demon Hunter is controlled very, very well. And now the Huntress is running past the Demon, going for the archers in the backline. Is this perhaps an overextension? Loses another Huntress. The Demon is low. Does he have a potion? I think it may be on cooldown. And he will lose the Demon and lose the game. And Czech takes the 1-0.
Exactly. Czech wins the Zeppelin Wars and the Range Wars with the Potom. And yeah, man, chat is always right. What a good way to start this cast with a very entertaining and scrappy game.
That was really, really cool. And I didn't think that you could just pressure the main so well with mass hunts and Potom. Usually we always see like a whole bunch of hunts in the middle of the map, keep your opponent from creeping, and then counter it or expand yourself, and then get like, I don't know, 70 supply or whatever.
Yeah.
With all kinds of units. But there, like, Killer Instinct in Czech awakening, and he just kills him in his main.
But I think if he doesn't go for the laboratory creep jack, the game is Moon's to take. Maybe it was a bit ballsy to not go for Dryads, as it is the more safe way. Of course, the glaive throwers are the shiny play, especially with the Zeppelin, and maybe it's a little bit for the fans, for entertainment purposes, but that didn't work out.
I would have liked glaive throwers, don't get me wrong, but double Ancient of War, only glaive thrower production, that is pretty damn all in.
True.
So I think going one lore and one Ancient of War for the glaives would have been a nice idea. You have like 3-4 Dryads to slow down the hunts, and then you have glaives in the back, and maybe you even still have a Zeppelin.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely, you're right. Czech anticipating the Merc Camp creep and jacking over there was key to winning that game.
Yeah, I think with Dryads you have like 3 layers of units. You, of course, in front you have the Demon Hunter with your archers if they have no long range upgrade. Then you have the Dryads behind, and then you have the glaive throwers behind. So it's very, very hard to reach them if you don't have a Zeppelin. You're absolutely correct on this. Thank you, Maximilian, for 20 months of subscription, man. Very late breakfast and back to Warcraft. What a Sunday. And yeah, you're in for a treat because we are here for 9 hours, 8 hours, maybe. It's gonna be an entire day of Warcraft here together.
You can start with a Back to Warcraft breakfast, you can continue with a Back to Warcraft lunch, and towards the end of the stream you can have a Back to Warcraft dinner.
Exactly.
Got you covered today.
That's true. The best of Asia and the best of Europe here on this very stream. And yeah, people are enjoying our dual cast. I think it's much more enjoyable. I don't know if it's criticism towards my cast yesterday or if it's just a praise for you. I'm positive today, so let's go. This is a praise for you, my man.
Yeah, man, like a 10-hour cast solo, dude. That's it's usually pretty exhausting. But you seem like a fresh spring chicken, Neo, today. Seems to be a good day. So did you go and get the bagel?
Oh, the bagel shop was so crowded, man. I was a little disappointed myself, but I had no time. But I went to the other place that we had breakfast in before we went to China once. The Keats Bäcker.
Yeah.
So
did you have the Keats menu again?
No. I had it for takeaway. So tomato mozzarella and scrambled egg stuff. And a coffee, of course.
Ooh, I also really like tomato mozzarella.
It's
really
so
nice.
It's
with like some basilicum on top.
No, I'm not a fan of basilicum, but...
Really?
Oh boy, it's Potom again!
Well, he had a lot of success with it on map number 1. I really wouldn't have put Czech on being so much of a Potom player. Maybe once a series, but twice now. Alright, that's really cool.
Chat was saying that in the past 4 games now, Czech was always playing Potom against Moon.
All right.
And Chet
so
is
I guess
always
it really
right,
shouldn't come as much of a surprise to Moon. By the way, thank you to Tech Ricket for the first donation of the day. Best channel, keep on going. Thank you, man.
We will. Oops.
For many hours today, in fact. All right, Moon, he's going to start out with a Demon Hunter again. And if Chad is right, then... Oh, he lured away the Renegade Wizard here with a Wisp. But I think the Lightning Shield should still come out. Oh, it doesn't!
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's horrible.
I think I've seen this once before, but I forgot about it. That for some reason now the Renegade doesn't cast the Lightning Shield. That is such a good play. And you can see the mind games here between the two, how well they know each other. And now the Potom is coming in, and she's probably gonna start sniping all of these Wisps.
The Wisps and the Enforcer, maybe. He's going for the Engine of War first, so Moon might be forced to abandon this creep entirely.
Oh my God.
Oh, Czech is playing this so well. Nice save by Moon, though. Into a Moon well.
Dude, that Wisp move. With the lightning shield there, everything would have been different. That is really, really cool. The Potom, though, is pretty hurt now. Has barely any mana left. It's gonna get burned once again here, I imagine. It also means, though, that the demon is very low on mana. That means if he has to heal up, that's gonna require a lot of moon juice.
Moon continues to creep this now. Gonna be his level 2 very soon.
Yeah. With the 2 enforcers down, the damage is a lot lower here. So 1 or 2 Wisp repair should definitely be enough to sustain this Ancient of War. Tech has started for Moon, and for Czech once again we have double Ancient of War mass Huntresses on tier 1 only.
Alright, there is a mana burn to prevent the Searing Arrow. Who's gonna get the last hit on the Renegade? Or Czech with Shadow Melt. He can come out now, but didn't get it. Moon got it at level 2 for him, but the big aura is going towards Czech. Usually in the Night Elf Mirror and a Bear Mirror, this would be the dream item. And of course, you keep on mentioning how good it is for the Demon Hunter, but in a range game, this one will be sold, most likely. Good to speed now, though. You will be happy about that. You can easily,
absolutely am.
You can easily run down the Potom now.
The archer for him is too far away to look for the block, so... But still, he has the dust as well. Is he gonna let the Potom die? Can he afford to? She's gonna be back soon, but what does he do in the meantime is the question.
Yeah,
the
creeping
should get her.
Portal's out, so he has to use a lot of moon juice now himself, as she's low on mana and low on HP. That will require basically all of the moon juice that he has. So it's double Ancient of War on both sides again. Moon with a Huntress Hall 2 almost finishing. He pressures with some more Huntress. But what can he really do against the Demon Hunter? He is the sole defense, and it's enough so far.
Yeah, and Czech really also needs to get that level 2 to unlock the True Shot Aura. I guess he could do that with the Ancient of War next to the Merc Camp, but seems all a bit off here for Czech. He only has 2 hunts. Alright, he has 3 now.
He's teching now, and he has 5.
Right. Kind of missed all of those.
But
they were shadow melded from me as well.
But he will continue to creep now. He has the Engine of War ready at the Merc Camp, as you said. He's moving this Engine of War towards his natural expansion, and the laboratory is up as well. So that's massive experience for Czech, and this will result in level 3. What will Moon do, and how much time will he give him? That's the question here. Only 1 Archer and the Demon Hunter to creep, so that's a lot slower than Czech is. He's going for Vorpal Blades again, for Glaive Throwers again, and an Engine Protector in the base as well. So he's scared of a big push to come, but Czech is kind of mind-gaming him with that tech.
But I think he still has to go for a push, right? Because I don't see him being able to play this like just 1 base, tier 3. Because, of course, in a Bear Mirror, the Potom doesn't really do too much for you. So she's creeping up the natural now. I could definitely see him popping up an Ancient of... Tree of Life here. And then go for tier 2 Mass with maybe Dryads and Talons both. And that's gonna be level 3, I think, even for the Potom. With a lot of Huntresses and a level 2 Aura. May be able to look for some aggression as well with this.
Renegade Wizard makes up for the not casted Lightning Shield. Oh, Tomo experience. Sweet! Casting 2 Lightning Shields. 3 Lightning Shields, man! What is up? And Scourge Bone Chimes number 2. Of course, don't stack. So at least one of them will be sold. But yeah, good question what he's coming up with now.
There is a Wisp here at the gold mine. Seems like he's gonna pop down an expansion here. He has the resource for a Demon Hunter. May find himself in a surround. Not quite. He will slip out with those boots of speed. Very hard to get the encircling move. And checks here. Alright, no expo. Not yet anyways, but the Wisp is still here. And Moon has a Wisp of his own at his natural for a possible counter expo. At the moment though, he couldn't hold it because he has only glaives again. He has only 1 this time, and alright, I like this more. He is going for lores, and he is going for tier 3.
Yes. He listens to us. He goes for archers, he is going for glaive throwers, and... oh, bears, not dryads, interestingly. And Czech is coming up with the expansion. At the moment, it's just archers and hunters. Mass tier 1 on Czech's side. Tier 2 is finished. So I wonder if he goes for a Naga second or something.
We have 1 Ancient of Wind.
Ah.
Question is it gonna be tier 3 with Cyclone or just for some Fairy Fire and some Dryads as well?
Since he's investing so much into archers now, I think there's gonna be a mass range push at tier 2 before there's too many Master Bears.
He's keeping the Scourge Bone Chimes, and both of them. I guess he didn't have time to go to the shop yet.
Yeah, he will need heal scrolls sooner or later, so then he's going to the shop. And an Invo Potion as well. Check
also
splitting his army, I was about to say, to protect the Tree of Life and to keep the Demon Hunter away. I like that. Moon with a counter expansion now.
Alright, and we see the Keeper of the Grove coming second.
Huh.
No Ancient of Lore yet, though, for check. So it's gonna be Hunts, Archers, and Talents, but only on tier 2. Interesting.
Really interesting play by Check. Zeppelin has been scouted. It's one Glaive Thrower and an Archer. This is still protected by 3 Hunters, so this shouldn't work too well. Well, with some good micro, you can defend it. Or you can't really defend it, but it takes a lot of time.
I think this is just designed to keep Check busy, keep him at home, because Moon only has, how much does he have? 30 supply. There's no way he could hold a push towards his Tree of Life should one come here to cancel it. But yeah, with this little Zeppelin, he's being annoying, and maybe Check is paying too much respect to that Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Keeper of the Grove finds the Entangle here on the Demon, doesn't even have to use the staff yet. Can look for some burns before. The damage from this Night Elf army here for Check isn't too great. Finally the staff will come out. And tier 3 is now done, along with Master Bears.
Nice, there's a Hippogriff immediately by Check. So this Zeppelin play is out the window now.
Oh, that's
he will
cool.
crash and burn soon. Hunters are there to pick up the Archer. Check's reactions are really nice now. He was struggling a bit against this, but even more Hippos.
He's going for a second Hippo. Dude, it's Hippo Riders, right?
It's Hippo Riders!
Oh, he got the upgrade!
Oh my god.
He already has the upgrade. That's hilarious.
That is reminiscent of the old Sonic vs. Foggy Night of Mirrors, where everything was possible. And now he sold the auras for a heal scroll and a protection scroll. More damage, more experience. I wonder what the Keeper is for, though. I mean, to keep units in place while the Hippo Rider hunts them down?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, he sees it early, though. Moon sees it early. He needs a second ancient... he has 2 lores, of course. Yeah, never mind. And he needs mass Dryads now.
Yeah. That's true. Can't fight this with bears. I mean, bears are awesome if you play them with hippos yourself. But that's gonna be an interesting game for sure.
Oh, if Check could get this cancel on the Entangled Goldmine, that would buy him so much time. But once again, a lot of his army is stuck back at home. And here I have to wonder, did he really have to position them so passively? Demon Hunter is staffing towards the Hippos now. And of course, with the Orb of Venom, that guy by himself is a great anti-air tool. And now, Moon starts mining here as well. But at the moment, he's 20 supply behind.
It's just Huntress and just Hippo Riders, though. Not the strongest units in the game, of course. Hodum is close to level 4. Engine Protector is moving to the expansion. Halfway cancelled, but... Now we get Dryads. 3 bears on the battlefield as well. Moon is creeping up to level 4 here.
And he is tier 3 with single hero.
Yeah.
That is a lot of bonus experience. And
for Check it will be the same soon, though. He's going second Engine of Wind and tier 3, so maybe going into Talons. Will we see every single Night Elf unit in the game? We have seen everything from the Engine of War. We have seen everything from... Oh no, we need a Mountain Giant, then we have everything from the lore, right?
I think we always need Mountain Giants, Neo.
That is correct. Especially if you face Hippo Riders, so if you grab a tree you can attack them.
That's absolutely right. Alright, we just heard a level up here from the Potom for level 4. It's gonna be a little bit more damage from the Searing Arrows. Moon is still sitting at 50 supply. Doesn't have the Moonwells ready yet. Backpack upgrade for Night Elf. Okay.
Yeah. That's rare.
That is very, very rare indeed. I guess it makes sense since he only has one hero and he can grab up some items from the map. Isn't he going too many bears though and not enough dryads? He only has like 3.
Yeah, I wonder how long it will take for the hippo, or how many hippos he needs to one-shot dryads. I think a lot. But he's going into talents now. Mass talent production in the base. But again, nice drop from Moon. Oh, I love this. With another Zeppelin. 4 bears with Roar. Holy cow, that's so much damage. Can he deflect this? I don't think so. He's trying to go for mass repair, but the damage seems to be enough.
That one entangle is so important against the bear. Keeps the damage lowered by a little at least, but now they can all attack and the tree is gone. Surgical strike by Moon gives him the economy advantage.
And he didn't even lose too much, right? Moon now on 1,000 gold with quite a good army, 50 food against 70 of check though.
He is kind of outplaying him this game. Also before with the Zeppelin moves, they're keeping him in his base, buying him time for his own expansion. Moon is playing this game really well.
Yep. And he builds more Moon Wells, so he will go into more units very soon. Breaking upkeep, he can easily afford it. I think if you go massive, if you go Hippo Riders, you have to go mass Hippo Riders. Those 4 are just not enough. Demon Hunter coming back in. Tree of Life will be cancelled for the 2nd time.
He has a TP with him here if he needs to evacuate it back home, and he may have to, because Czech may have been forced into an all-in here. He's moving towards the main with quite the big army. No tier 3 available yet. The talents don't have master training yet. It's still researching here in the main, which is exactly where Moon is attacking at the moment. And 4 siege bears are coming in. And it looks like... Oh, wait a minute. The Huntresses at the same time attacking the Tree of Eternity on Moon's side. And of course the Glaives are gonna kill the repairing wisps here. So who's gonna lose the game of chicken? Who has to go home first? I think it may have to be Moon.
He's going for the tree there, but yeah, he has no repair anymore. The Tree of Eternity for Moon is down. Did Check calculate this well enough? Yes, he did. Now TP trades, and Check stays alive with his Tree of Eternity. And Master Training is finished, so a tug of war this is, going back and forth.
And now this means that the Demon Hunter does not get more experience anymore, right? It
Yeah.
should logically.
Yeah, that's true.
And he also can't make any bears at the moment. He can still make dryads.
Oh, chat, I love that you decided to go for this Knight of Mirror and not Shao KK versus Romantic. So the bears will of course be disabled. Fury Fire plus Archer damage plus Hippo Rider damage. That's gonna be a lot, and I think the bears will just melt. Plus Searing Arrow, plus the bonus damage from the bottom True Shot Aura. That is a lot of damage.
He should really get the marksmanship upgrade. I don't think he has it yet, right?
Are you, like, trolling me a bit? Because
I'm not trolling him.
Okay,
he has
okay,
a Hunter's Hall, he has tier 3.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't he?
it is a great upgrade. And Tree of Life cancelled again. Ooh, that's expensive. And Check is coming in. Can he seal the deal with the 2-0? Bottom far away from level 5 though. Here it is. Cyclone the Demon Hunter, of course, the main damage dealer here. Entangle, but Raw being cast. Scroll of Protection, so the Hunters won't die that fast. The question is, will he feed the Demon Hunter that he will reach level 6 fairly quickly? Or not? Cyclone's coming out, and the Bears are not having the best time of their lives.
Yeah, absolutely. There's just not enough Dispel here to go around. Actually, some of his Dryads still do have Dispel to work with, but the front line is starting to disappear for Moon. Level 3 for the Keeper of the Grove. Demon Hunter still only level 5. That's not bad, but he needs level 6. Was he banking on this? Maybe a little too much. Look at all the bear corpses. Well, I guess also a lot of Huntress corpses are sprinkled in here. But now the talents are starting to get low on mana. Can the demon be the one-man army? Can he be the Superman that he needs him to be? Oh, the Keeper in trouble. This hero kill will be so much experience, but he blocks him. He keeps him safe with the talents.
But he dies from an Archer kill, but now the Demon Hunter is in trouble as well. He's so close to 6, gets a little bit of Moon Juice, and he does have the mana for Metamorphosis if he kills a few more units, but...
That redo keeps him in fighting shape, and now it's pick-off time with the Dryad. He just barely held here. And I think it's gonna be time for Superman here very, very soon.
Exactly. 1 or 2 more kills. I think it should be 1 kill, and then that's it. Potom trying to slow him down, but there is nothing that he can do. This is level 6, and this is Metamorphosis ready. 150 mana, he has that easily. No Demon Hunter in Check's army to burn him. Nothing to disable him as well. But again, the Hippo Riders are taking down the Tree of Life in the base. But it's still 1 base versus 1 base. And Cyclone prevents this.
When are we gonna see it? When is it time to unveil the Metamorphosis? He's holding on to it here. I guess he doesn't need it at the moment. And he's fine. It's the Tree of Life as well here for Check. Very, very late here, trying to go for the tree once again. It's gonna be an easy cancel. And this was kind of an all-in play by Check. He had to win the fight and the game right there. And he was so close. But not quite enough.
Yeah, the fight started great with the bears just eating the Huntress. Then there was a little bit of a comeback for Check when the Talons finally did the damage with the Fury Fire. And, oh, there was a Zapper, but intercepted by Moon. Well done. Nice map awareness. And then I loved how Check picked up the Dryads with the Hippo Riders. So he paid attention to that as well. But in the end, Demon Hunter and Bear's too strong when there's no Cyclone anymore. He taps out and he sees against level 6 Demon Hunter, I can't do anything anymore. And that is why.
As we all feel when we play our ladder games. He didn't even have to use it, he just knew. He always has that at the back.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have hoped for Moon having misskilled, you know? Going for evasion level 3.
Evasion level 3, we have seen it yesterday. That's just so sick. How much?
That's pretty awesome.
Is it 30% miss chance or 40? I'm not so sure.
That's 30.
30, still, right? Still fucking strong.
All right, nice comeback by Moon.
And really cool games between the two, man. They know each other so well, and I mean, it's not the craziest micro, even though we have seen nice Zeppelin actions, but, you know, Check decides to go for one route, then Moon decides, okay, if you do this, I do this, and this goes the entire game. It's really, really cool to see. So I wonder what they play in game 3. We have to
play Potom again, man. That would be crazy. 3 out of 3 Potom games.
Yeah. I want to see Starfall so bad.
I want to see Mass Ferries again, man. Mass Ferries is so funny.
Yeah, it is. We do have 2 new subs. It's Floor Waffles and Threepwood the Second for 7 months already. Thank you, guys. And I hope you enjoy your replay packs and no advertisements and the sub badges, etc., etc. I sent out the replays yesterday night, so if you want to watch the games of yesterday with your own camera control, you have it in your Twitch inbox. I think I sent it out at like 1:30 AM or something. Because we do everything for our beloved subs.
So you didn't even have too much sleep then, today?
Dude, I had so much caffeine yesterday. I started the day with like a big cup of coffee like this. You can see it, but it's like a double coffee. And then basically I drank a liter of water and 1.5 liters of energy or whatever. So yeah, it was really hard to fall asleep. I was very active. I played a bit of StarCraft Remastered campaign. I watched Grubby. I watched some guys playing Age of Empires. So I had a good evening.
All right. And today, I imagine, again, you have had some coffees.
It's the first one that I have now, so it's fine.
Yeah, our coffee machine actually broke recently, which is absolutely like irrelevant to me. But my roommates, dude, they're running on fumes at the moment.
I was just about to say, are you living in Zombie Town right now?
No, I've noticed that they're a little more easily irritated nowadays. Like,
ooh, that's bad if you live with a person like you.
Come on, why did you leave something in the sink again? Is usually never something that gets mentioned. But since the coffee machine has been broken, I have noticed that this is becoming more of an issue.
Well, maybe you should buy. Was it you that broke the coffee machine? Ah, no, you don't use it, so
no.
Well, maybe you slapped it when you were.
Yeah, when I came home, in some night, who knows what could have happened. But no, actually, it wasn't me. It was like so used up and so old. You know, it was like one that was given to them by one of their parents.
Yeah.
And I think maybe those had it from their parents. Like,
Yeah.
It was really old.
So you really have to check if there's a swastika on the back.
It wasn't all that bad. It was made of plastic, not of like Kruppstahl.
Kruppstahl coffee machines are the best. Oh yeah, I think we're off to a good start here. Like, good topic so far.
Yeah, I think so too. By the way, Romantic is leading 1-0 in the other game, and we're not exactly sure how the second map played out.
I can ask in Chinese chat. Send a wisp to repair your coffee machine.
Would have to be an acolyte then. Come on, guys. You know this.
I will ask Mr. Mirror, our correspondent from China, who is translating a lot of interviews. Speaking of interviews, I think he translated that as well. TED interview up at Warcraft3.info, the #1 scene site by David and Ugri and a lot of other editors. It's a new piece from Ugri and an interview with Tad regarding the race war that is coming up next week. So once we're in a break, go give it a read, Warcraft3.info. Interview with TD.
Absolutely. Would you have expected Czech to be in the winners final, like heading into this qualifier?
Not at all.
Me neither.
I mean, especially since there were so many Night Elves, I put my money on Remind. But he dropped out in lower bracket round 1. So my prediction was completely wrong this time. I had high hopes for Romantic, obviously.
Yeah,
But
he's been pretty consistent lately. He's getting up there with the best humans.
Yeah. And I had high hopes for WFZ as well, but boy, was that a disappointment.
Yeah, that was not the qualifier for the undeads. WFZ also at GCS summer wasn't the most impressive, but online especially, it feels to me he oftentimes is on a bit of a higher level than we've seen him offline, perhaps.
I do agree.
But not this time.
So far, we have a very balanced lineup for GCS Winter with 3 humans, 3 orcs, 3 night elves, and 1 undead. So, game's up.
All right. The winner here moves on into the grand final. For extra prize money, of course, the players here today, they are already qualified, but a bit of prize money to go around is never wrong.
And honor, Remo.
An honor, yes.
Pride, honor, and the praise of the fans.
And Neo, we don't have a Podem this time. I must say I'm a little disappointed. Check. Not bringing it to 3 games in a row. But on AI, that would be really, really hard to make work.
But still, man. And entertain us, please. No, it's gonna be good. There's still laboratories quite easy to access, so maybe there's gonna be some Zeppelin tricks again. And Moon, I haven't seen him play bears in a long time, to be honest, like a bear mirror, so I can see him play talents here since the map is very small and the push works quite well.
Especially in Europe, though, we see quite a few bear mirrors. Well, in general, we see basically all the time bear mirrors. But in AI, also especially, lots of bear mirrors and then lots of creeping going on 2 opposite sides of the map. But fortunately, we are in Asia here, where players seem to be a little more creative than just going for the Druids of the Claw. Have to keep an eye out here on the archer count. Usually, if it goes past 4, it's not going to be bears. Sometimes they even go for 5 archers into bears, but that's kind of rare. So let's see who tips his hand first here. Ring of Protection for Moon against Gloves of Haste for Check on the other side. Both not graced with the best items. But here, level 2 will be accomplished by both here pretty quickly. 2 Moonwell Tech for both. Moon slightly ahead. But yeah, the archer count here, that's the most important thing. And of course, who can get level 3 first?
We do have a result from Romantic versus Xiao KK. It's a 2-0 for the human players. So the journey, the big surprising journey of Xiao KK, who qualifies for the very first time for a GCS solo event, has ended with rank 4. Still a very, very good result for him.
Just barely making it past the finish line, but he made it.
Yes, that's the most important part. Better than Lawlight.
Dude, you're so mean.
No, yesterday I feel really bad for him.
You mention it every chance you get. Like it's not very nice of you.
The thing is, it's kind of my fault that he lost yesterday against Romantic. We were discussing tactics before the game. My tactics did not like go well at all. He got wrecked.
He followed your advice and lost because of it.
Yep. But he said it was bad ping and didn't blame me, so.
That's because he's a nice guy. Alright, first team exchange here in the middle. And seems like Czech is coming out a slight bit on top. Well, it depends, of course, on the evasions. Praying to RNGesus, who has the stronger prayers. Well, in the end, both disengage.
Tier 2 tech by Moon is not followed up by a Huntress Hall yet. Either it's late or it's indeed ranged, but we see only 4 archers, right? Oh, he's producing 5 and 6. Moon not going for bears. And check on the other side.
Yep,
He's doing the same.
Mass Archer.
Ooh, Mass Archer. Maybe Engine of War, but it's a very narrow map, so I don't know if it's Engine of War or it's just Mass Archers.
Alright, it's gonna be double Naga time. Who's gonna lose the Naga is the question here. Oh, archers revealing themselves out of Shadow Melt. And already here, Czech has taken quite a bit more damage on his demon. And that makes a difference. And Moon maybe can look for the more aggressive positioning. Tier 2 not yet done.
It's gonna be Naga Wars, man. I'm looking forward to it. Reinforcements coming in from north and south. There it is. Naga for Moon and Naga for Czech. Usually if we see that, one Naga is about to die.
Yeah. And the one for Czech is in a bad position here, getting slowed. Getting right-clicked by the demon. There is another mana burn to come out as well. There we go. And more right-clicks, and this has to be the kill. Yeah. He accepts it. He's gonna let her die, trying to get the counter kill in return. But there's a shop in place for Moon, anticipating this man. What foresight by the Korean. Well, they're both Korean, but by the 5th race. Really well done. Doesn't even have to use the potion, and now he's on the archer hunt. Might be able to get this one, depending on how good the block is, but Czech's block is on top. So the first move goes towards Moon here, but it's only level 1 hero. She's gonna be back soon.
Ooh, nice block by Czech again.
Oh,
massive damage. Oh boy, this is so well done. A beauty of a block. He gets 1 archer for it, but it might be forced into a town.
He denied it!
He denied it, but he lets the Demon Hunter run away. Wow, Czech. The blocks these days are so magnificent.
And Moon is going to tier 3.
And Czech's doing the same.
Both are. Okay, so it's going to be a pretty quick talent transition here with the Cyclone. And then probably a Tinker third. Man, this is super old school. I like it.
Naga's back for Czech. Of course, creeping time now, as it oftentimes is the case. Or, okay, Moon thinks the same. I was just about to say, maybe he goes for all-in aggression, but nope. Waiting for talents here. And level 3 is right around the corner. Claws would be best, of course. Circlet is also nice. Potion being swapped over to the Demon Hunter on both sides. So, what a mirror this is, man. They're doing the exact same things with Moon on top so far.
A player's forces are under attack.
Czech is saving the money for now, not getting a staff yet. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna see one soon, unless he loses the shop here. Oh, that's not good. That will delay his staff by so much.
Staff, of course, orb, and potions.
It's pretty cheap to replace, but if a timing should come here that he has to respond to, this could be very difficult for him. But Czech is not getting stressed out here, it's just creeping up in the meantime.
Exactly, he's creeping the Red Drake, and if this is a true shot aura, this is the best he can get at the moment. 0 upgrades for him, also no engines of wind for him yet. Haha! The predictions!
And that's kind of an unfair drop, man. That is so good for the archers. Oh, Demon Hunter in the back, though. Oh, that's also another big pick by Moon. Gets the Ancient of Wind. He was making it late anyways. And look at the base for Moon. He already has adept training for the talents in production. So Czech is going to be miles behind with the Cyclone.
And is forced into a town portal, as with the Demon Hunter being present there and no defense at all, he can't go for an Ancient of Wind. This is so late. And Talent Master training takes forever. So Moon in a very good position here. Has time for the Naga as well. No upgrades on neither side, as there's no Hunter's Hall. But yeah, what can he do with his tier 3 without having a shop and without having an Ancient of Wind? This tier 3 gives him nothing at the moment.
He's going for the heal scroll over the invul here on Moon. Surprising to me. One more creep camp would give him perhaps 2 big level ups, but he sees the Czech is coming in and he doesn't want to reveal himself or position himself badly, because of course, if your archers get flanked or in a bad position, 3 of them die immediately. And that's a very bad start, obviously. But the creeps here come out, gonna start their poison damage. And it's a Dark Ranger, not a Tinker. Which I was hoping for. Oh, too bad.
It's understandable though.
Yeah.
Black Arrow is such a snowball starter. Especially with the Frost Arrow in combination, when you pick up Archer after Archer and then skeletons pop out. But Czech can counter those skeletons with the Book of the Dead. I'm really curious. There we go, trying to go for a surround. Doesn't really work, and he immediately portals out of this.
Yeah, I'm surprised he looked for the fight there before his master is done. It's like only a couple of seconds away. I guess he got the Book of the Dead out of the way, which this can be a really good item in those like
no dispel games,
army fights, I guess. You know, every bit of damage output you get out is going to eliminate some archers. That gives you experience, takes damage away from their side. But now, of course, can also be used very nicely for the next red camp.
Second red spot for Czech, and as you said, it's easily cracked with all that piercing damage here. Healthstone, also super nice. On the other side, we got Claws +9 on the Demon Hunter.
And the Naga's almost level 3 already.
Yep.
Czech is very close himself, though. But Czech is getting so many creep camps, dude.
Just about to say that. He got both laboratories and both merc camps. That's on AI, almost a win condition. The thing is, Naga level 3, you pointed it out. Fork Lightning doesn't do too much against archers, as we have Elun's Grace. True-shot aura number 2. We had 2 vamp auras before, now we have 2 true-shot auras.
He's gonna be happier with those, of course. Do we have one of the players here maybe can go for archer upgrades? That would be kind of weird. Have to go into a Hunter's Hall, which doesn't do anything else. No.
Well, marksmanship.
And you need Hunter's Hall for marksmanship.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a if you have a Hunter's Hall, you open up marksmanship.
Yeah, I know. We talk about that quite a bit in Archer Wars. Might it be worth it, perhaps?
It's 3 damage, but
yeah. But of course, it's not purely archers, it's also talents. And here the question is going to be, who's going to be better with his Cyclone usage? And at the moment, it's only Moon who can use him, because still Czech not even on Master. And he's going to be on Master here soon, but he only has 6 supply open until 50 for 3 talents, and that doesn't bode well for him. He wants more.
Cyclone used on the Assassin again. I really like that move. I think people came up with it recently, so you don't get the poison damage too much on your talents. And another Claw +9. Oh, this Demon Hunter of Moon. A force to be reckoned with. But here comes Czech from the north.
Has the anti-magic on his demon already. And Moon is running away from it 15 seconds, but then, there we go. You can cycle him up now. Is he really going for a surround here? He has great items in his inventory. He's not gonna die. But no, he just tries to run past him, go for the archers in the backline. Demon Hunter for him, already taking quite a bit of damage, especially with the Fog Lightning coming in, but he has the invul, use it here. Now Moon's Deep Naga, maybe too far up front, but she is pretty survivable with all her items as well. However, she is eating the Focus Fire, heal potion used on her, and Czech is using Archer after Archer. His Demon Hunter can't do anything, but he's gonna force the TP out of this here. And his own Naga will survive.
Yeah, and the forces of Moon, I don't see the pop right now, but yeah, Moon is 10 supply ahead. That's quite a lot, and the Wisp is moving immediately to build the Tree of Life in the most eastern position possible. I think Czech really wanted to get that Town Hall. He didn't want to take that fight, but in the process lost a lot of units with this.
Yeah. I guess the upside here is he makes room for his talents, I wanted to say, but he's going for
Fairy
fairies instead.
You get your fairies, Remo.
So he's not going to counter fire with fire, cyclone with cyclone. He's going to try to, I guess, hard counter it, we should say. But that will mean that he can't really disable the heroes, and his own heroes will still be disabled, mainly the demon. Alright, let's see if the splash damage is going to be good enough.
Of course, you dodge a few shots with phase shift as well. Check scouts this expansion now. He detonated, but the skeleton didn't get any damage. Weird.
I didn't see it.
Maybe he was slightly out of range? I don't know. So yeah, Fury Dragon number 1. He can harass with it quite well. And archers. Nothing else. Such a weird game. Triple Orb on Check's side, of course. Orb of Venom, Frost Arrow, and Black Arrow. Silence as well. Level 4 on the Demon Hunter of Moon. That is so strong. Plus 27 damage this is. And against all those squishy archers, man. He might be the MVP of the game. Oh. But gets the Shadow Priest for free. Cancels the expansion. Well moved by Check. Anti-magic potion again. And a heal scroll. And an invo potion. So the inventory for the uncle is really good.
He decided not to position his army there to defend. I wonder why. Is he maybe so afraid of these fairies? Of course, if his Talon casts Cyclone, the splash damage hits. That's a lot of damage. The more mana you use, the more damage you take from... What's it called again? Yeah. Mana Flare.
Yeah. Isn't it funny that two fathers are playing here in the winner bracket final of a big qualifier? It's just...
So they're basically playing for child support.
Yes, that's true.
And now we're kind of in a strange spot. Both players at 50 out of 50. Map is crept up. Gonna start stacking up on some more invols here. Maybe heal scrolls, but who really wants to look for the fight? Who really wants to fight into a shop and into Moonwells? That doesn't sound like a good idea.
5 Fury Dragons now on the map. 1 for Moon as well. And he's trying to expand again. Check is waiting for the main goal to expire, most likely.
Six Talons with full mana on Moon's side, 2 Talons with full mana on Check's side. But that means he has a lot more archers with a lot more firepower from the back. Speaking
of firepower, he just bought a Berserker, Moon does. That's a lot of damage on his side. But the other mercs, including Muddy, go towards Check. So he has a bit of a blocker there with the Demon Hunter and the Mauler, but the Mauler is far in the back. Oh, the position is not good for Check.
He's moving in with the anti-magic here on the Demon, and yeah, the right clicks we can see him coming in. But now the Fairy Dragons to the left. Can he really do anything with these Talons at the moment? They're not casting spells, not in range of the Fairy Dragons anyways. They're a little too far away, right?
Yeah.
The Fairies. The Talons are to the right, they're not being damaged, and the Archers with the Focus Fire as well as the Hippos easily get rid of those Fairy Dragons, and now these Talons can do whatever they want. The Demon for Check isn't doing anything apart from spinning up in the air. Level 3 for the Moon. Dark Ranger here as well. More and more skeletons will be coming out. He has a 20 supply advantage now.
Yeah,
this just seemed too easy of a fight for Moon.
Yeah, bad position. Half of the army was still in the back, couldn't do anything. Then the positioning of the Fairy Dragons was wrong. Demon Hunter gets quite a bit of damage though. Spins the Dark Ranger around as well, but doesn't kill her. He's desperately trying to go for the shop, but so many pickups for Moon. 4.5.
How quickly those Archers and Hippos took out the Fairies in Mana Flare. Crazy.
Yeah, the Hippos in general. So much damage against air units. Now they're useless though.
Oh, the Demon is dropping low here, but he's given a potion, and he should always... Yeah, gets the invul as well. Going for the Naga now instead. Maybe a Hail Mary hero kill can catapult Check back into this game, but he has barely anything left. Hero spinning up in the air. Army getting eviscerated. Only 1 Talon, 1 Archer left. This game is over. Invul will keep his own Naga alive for a little bit longer, but yeah. This is over. And Moon's in the grand final.
Moon is in the grand final, and Czech drops down. He will play Romantic now in the lower bracket final. And Moon again with a pretty strong performance. I mean, did he really have trouble on AI at some point? I mean, plus 27 Demon Hunter does a lot. And might have brought him the victory here at the end, because against all those squishy units, having those right clicks, it's pretty damn sick.
And I think a lot came down to that Ancient of Wind, which was already late, getting cancelled.
Yes.
And then he could never like draw even with the Talon numbers. And when your opposing Demon Hunter can do whatever he wants, and yours is up in the air all the time, how are you supposed to win that fight?
True that. So, since we have a very long day ahead of us, we will go into the first break of the day, as the players will veto and set up everything for the lower bracket final. It's gonna be Night Elf versus Human. It's gonna be Romantic versus Czech. Battle of the Generations. The youngest remaining player versus the oldest remaining player. China versus Korea once again. See you in a bit.